Good morning, dear students. We are here now with one more new exercise. So, I hope you are watching my videos and performing exercises. So, I am coming with some new problems. I have new problems with me. Please try to understand the concept and solve the exercises. So, shall we go? Let us start. Now here the question is, find the remainder when x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by, first one is x plus pi and second one is 5 plus 2x. Now here let me call this as polynomial p of x. We call this as equation 1, and it is divided by first x plus pi. We call this as q of x, right? This is p of x, this is q of x, x plus pi. Now if this is divisor, then we have to find 0 of q of x. Q of x, 0 of q of x, it means that we have to equate q of x as 0. So this becomes x plus pi equals 0, right? And it means that the value of x, if we shift this plus pi to RHS, that becomes minus of pi. So we get value of x as minus pi. So to find the remainder, we have to use this value. Listen carefully, students. We have to utilize this value of x into the given equation of polynomial. So it will give your remainder. So shall we use this? Let us start. Use in equation 1. So using x as minus pi in equation 1, we get every x is replaced by minus pi here. So we are replacing x by minus pi. Here is x is minus pi square. Here it is, we find it is pi. So we get this as So what we get here? Minus pi cube. As we know that negative number having odd power, odd index, produce the negative result, that becomes minus of pi cube. Minus pi, its power is 2, which is even, that's why it is plus of pi square. Pi square into 3, it is plus 3 pi square. Minus pi into 3, it is minus of 3 pi, and it is 1. And this is what we get. We are getting here the remainder. So this is remainder. So meaning of this is, if we divide this polynomial by this, so we get remainder like this. So we have the one more example here. So the polynomial remains the same, just we are changing the value of q of x here. So polynomial remains the same, we are calling this as 1, and q of x is this, so it is 5 plus 2x. So for 0 of q of x, we must be equate q of x equals 0, that becomes q of x equals 0. It means that what is q of x? Q of x is this, 5 plus 2x becomes 0 according to this. So shift this plus 5 to RHS, that becomes minus of 5, and if we find value of x, that becomes minus 5 by 2. So we have to put this particular value into the equation of polynomial to get the remainder. So we start to substitute this value into the polynomial. So look at this. Put x equal minus 5 by 2 in equation 1. Equation 1 is here, that is the equation of polynomial. We are putting this particular value into the equation of polynomial to get the remainder. Now here we are putting x as minus pi by 2. Every x is now replaced by minus pi by 2, so minus 5 by 2 cube plus 3 minus 5 by 2 square plus 3 minus 5 by 2, and we are writing this one as 1 by 1. So it is negative number having odd index produce the negative result. Minus 5 cube, that becomes minus 125, and 2 cube, that becomes 8. Okay, it is 5 cube upon 2 cube, that becomes minus 125 upon 8. Same here, minus 5 upon 2, power is even, that's why it is 25 by 4. So 20, if we multiply by 3, 25 into 3, 25 3s are 75 upon 4 here. So it is 3 into minus 5, that becomes minus 15 by 2. Here we are calling as 1 by 1. So it doesn't change its original value. 1 by 1, it means itself is a 1. So if you observe carefully, here the LCM is 8. So we make the denominators as 8 from here onwards, right? So it is minus 125 upon 8. So to make this 8, we have to multiply numerator and denominator by 2. 4 2s are 8, right? And 75 2s are 150. So we are making this denominator common. Same here, to make this 8, we have to multiply by 4 in numerator and denominator also. So we get 15 into 4 60, 2 into 4 8. So here also, to make this denominator as 8, we have to multiply numerator and denominator by 8. So 1 into 8 8, 1 into 8 8. So if you observe carefully, the denominator that is same, that's why we put here 8 as common. So if denominator is common, then we can add or subtract the numerator. So here is minus 125, it is plus 150, it is minus 60, it is plus 8. So if we solve this, we get minus 27 by 8, and this is what the remainder. So if we use this particular value minus 5 by 2, it produces the remainder as minus 27 by 8. That is what we are getting here. This is the remainder. We are moving towards the next type question here. So please look at this. Now use factor theorem. Determine whether g of x is factor of p of x in following case. So dear students, here we have given the separate two values. P of x is given and g of x is given. So we have to tell that it is the factor of, by using factor theorem, g of x is factor of p of x. So shall we start here? Here p of x is given x cube minus 4x square plus x plus 6, and g of x is given x minus 3. Now let we call this p of x as equation 1. Now g of x, to find 0 of g of x, we must equate this value as 0. To find it is factor, we must have the value of x. That's why g of x, we are equating g of x equals 0. What is g of x? G of x is x minus 3. So x minus 3 equals 0. It becomes x equal, we shift this minus 3 to RHS, it becomes x equal 3. Now using this particular value x as 3 in equation 1, what we get here? This is by using factor theorem. We get, putting every x value of x by 3. So here it is 3 cube minus 4, it is 3 square, plus of 3 plus 6, it is 3 cube, it is 27, 3 square, it is 9 into minus 4 minus 36, plus 3 plus 6. So if you observe carefully, it is 6 plus 3, it is 9, 9 plus 27, it is 36, and this is minus 36, it becomes 0. So students, we are getting here 0. So if the value, that particular value produces result as 0, then we call this as g of x is factor of p of x, provided that particular value should be equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, then we can say that it is not factor of p of x. So keep in mind, when we use this particular value, the value we are getting here, it should be equal to 0. If it is 0, then only then we are able to say that g of x is factor of p of x. And if it is not equal to 0, then we can say that g of x is not factor of p of x. Shall we try another example? Please see. Here p of x is given x cube minus 5x square plus 4x minus 3, and g of x is x minus 2. Now we call this p of x as equation 1, and to find 0 we equate g of x as 0. What is g of x? It is x minus 2. So this becomes value of x as 2. So we have to use the factor theorem, means at this particular value we have to check the value of the polynomial. If it is equal to 0, then it is the factor. If it is not equal to 0, then it is not a factor. Shall we check? Here we go. Put x equal to in equation 1. So every x is replaced by 2 here. It is 2 cube, it is 5, it is 2 square, it is 2 here, and it is minus 3. It is 2 cube, that becomes 8. It is 2 square, that becomes 4 into 2. It is minus 20. 4 to the 8, it is minus 3. So if you solve this, it produces the result as minus 7, and here it is noted that this is not equal to 0. And according to theorem, if it is not equal to 0, then we can't say that g of x is not a factor of p of x. Okay, the testing condition is that the value of x, that particular value of x we are getting here, the result should be equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, then it is not factor of the p of x. So that's why in previous example we find here 0. That's why we can say that g of x is factor of p of x. But here we are getting minus 7, which is not equal to 0, and hence we can say that g of x is not factor of p of x. We have here, dear students, one more type example. So find value of k if x minus 1 is factor of p of x as follows. Now it is given that this is factor of this polynomial, right? So this is the given polynomial p of x, and here the unknown value k is there. We asked to find the value of k. So let us start. It is given that g of x is factor of p of x, right? We call this as g of x, and it is given that g of x is factor of p of x. It means that g of x equals 0. G of x means this is g of x, so x minus 1 equals 0, means x equal 1. So at this value it should be equal to 0, right? The meaning of this is, if this is factor, then at this particular value it must be equal to 0. So we are using this condition that at p of 1 it should be equal to 0. But p of 1 is what? P of 1 is what? Is we are changing value of x by 1 here. P of x is this. So this must be equal to 0, right? We are replacing value of x by 1. So it is k into 1 square, using every x by 1, minus 3 into it is 1 plus k, it should be equal to 0. If it is factor, it must satisfy the condition, right? So it is k, it is minus of 3, it is plus of k. So it is k plus k, that becomes 2k, it is minus 3 equals 0. It means if we shift this minus 3 to RHS, that becomes plus of 3. So it is 2k equal 3, mean k equal 3 by 2. So we find this unknown value as this. Dear students, I request all of you, please watch video till the end. If you observe it, if you watch it, then only then you can able to solve the exercises given at the end of the video. So please keep watching. So here we have some more example like this. Factorize, here is given factorize 3x square minus x minus 4. So dear students, as we know, to factorize this we must have the coefficient of x square and the last term. We are taking here 3 and this constant term as minus 4. So multiplication of these two, right? So we can have this as 3 into minus 4 multiplication of these two. Always remember that coefficient of x square into the constant term, we use multiplication of these two number, right, to factorize this. So it is what 3 and this is minus 4, that becomes minus 12. So we have to factorize this minus 12 in order to factorize this equation. So to factorize this, what are the factors of 12, dear students? They are 12 ones are first factor, 2 6 or 6 2s, it is one more factor, and 3 4s. So factors of 12 are like this. So the condition is here that if we add these two factor, add or subtract, we must get the middle term. That is what the condition is. It is testing condition. Shall we try this? If we add these two, 12 plus 1, we get 3, but we can't get this middle term, so leave it. Next, it is 2, it is 6, if we add them we get 8. Shall we get 8 here? No. If we subtract this, 6 minus 2, it becomes 4. Can we get 4 here? No, so leave it. These pairs will not work here, so what remains here? 3 and 4. If we add them, 7, we are not getting here 7, but if we subtract them, we definitely get this middle term. So to get here minus x, what we have to do? We have to subtract 3x minus 4x to get minus of x. So dear students, we find here the factor like 3x square, we are splitting this minus x as 3x minus 4x. So what we get here? Plus 3x minus 4x. Plus 3x minus 4x, we splitting this minus x as like this, minus 4 as it is. So we are just splitting this x minus x as 3x minus 4x. So instead of this, we are using here 3x minus 4x, this as it is, this is also as it is. So we are making pair here, students. First two term make pair of it, and remaining make pair of it. So out of this we are taking 3x as common, so we get x, and 3x we are taking common, so it becomes plus 1 only. From next two term here, if we take minus 4 as common, so what we get? We get here x minus 4 is taking common, that's why it is plus 1. So if you observe carefully, dear students, we find x plus 1 as a common factor, that's why we're putting here x plus 1, and the next factor is 3x minus 4. So the factors of this 3x square minus x minus 4 is x plus 1, and another one is 3x minus 4. I hope you understood this. We can have one more example. Students, please watch. Next example is 6x square plus 5x minus 6. As I told you, we have to take the coefficient of x square and the constant term, multiplication of these two to find, to split this middle term, right? So this is 6 and this is minus 6, multiplication of these two as we have done earlier. So 6 into minus 6, that becomes minus 36. So dear students, we have to find factors of this 36. What are they? They are like this: 12 3s are first factor, 6 into 6, 6 6s are 36 and 9 fours are. So the condition is that if we have to add or subtract to get the middle term. If we add them, we get 15. We are not getting here plus 5. If we subtract them, we get 9. So this will not work. If we try this pair, 6 6, if we add them, 6 plus 6, that becomes 12. So we are not getting here 5, that's why, and 6 minus 6, that produces 0. So 0 also will not work here. So first two pair are not working here. So shall we try this last one? So 9 4, if we add them, we get 13. So 13 we are not getting here. So if we subtract them, we definitely get 9x minus 4x as 5x. So dear students, can we split this 5x as like this, 9x minus 4x? Please have this into the given equation. So what we get, 6x square, we are splitting 5x as like this, 9x minus 4x. We are splitting 5x as 9x minus 4x. So minus 6 as it is. This as it is, this remains the same. We are just splitting this middle term as we have done earlier here. We are splitting the middle term, 5x as 9x minus 4x. So we are getting this. So students, if you observe this, we are making again pair. This is one pair and this is the another pair. So in first pair, you can observe, if we take 3x as common, so what we get here, it is 3 2s are 2, 6, so it is 2. So out of x square, we are taking 1x common, so it is 2x. And 3x, if we are taking 3x as common, it becomes 3. So in next pair, again we have to take 2 as common. If we take 2 as common, what we get here, students? It is, we are taking minus 2 as common, so it becomes, it is 2x and this is plus of 3. So the reason take minus 2 in order to get the common factors, that's why. So we have the two different factors like 2x plus 3 and second factor is 3x minus 2. So factor of this 6x square plus 5x minus 6 is 3x minus 2 first factor and 2x plus 3 as a second factor. Dear students, please watch the video because it will really help you to solve the exercises. If you watch, then your concepts are automatically gets clear. So I request you all, please go through it. Please have exercises. As I have seen that very few students are solving the exercises and sending it on my email. So it should not be happen, dear students. We are working for you. You must be aware of that and you must be prepared with your exercises. Please be punctual and be sincere in this regard. So on the basis of this, we have exercise. Please go through it. So dear students, we have exercises like this. I should read out this in order to help you in getting the terms clearly. First type question is, determine which of the following polynomial has x plus 1 a factor. So factor is given and polynomials are different. The factor will remain the same, x plus 1. The first polynomial is x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Next is x raised to 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Next is x raised to 4 plus 3x square plus 3x square plus x plus 1. This is first type question. In the second type, using factor theorem, find g of x is a factor of p of x. So p of x is given 2x cube plus x square minus 2x minus 1, and g of x is x plus 1. Next example, we have p of x as x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1, and g of x equal x plus 2. Next type is factorize. So it is 12x square minus 7x plus 1. Here is 2x square plus 7x plus 3. And dear students, if you have some more example with you, please try to solve those also, because it will really help you to understand your concept and it will build your confidence. As you start solving the problems, the confidence will automatically getting built. Okay, so if you get the confidence enough, you can easily solve the examples. The basic thing is that you have to practice more, and practice makes you perfect. That's why please practice, please watch video, and if you have any doubt, you can share it on my email. My email is given to you, but try to solve all the exercises that is given to you. We have already started your syllabus and we are coming to the end of this chapter also, so please be careful and try to solve the exercises. Okay, thank you students for watching, and keep practicing. Stay home, stay safe,